All right, so let's start with probably the biggest thing that people look for is foundation, the base to your face, right? So let me go over a few things that you absolutely need in your makeup routine, in your foundation routine, from start to finish to give you that flawless airbrush look. So the 4 products that we're gonna go over really quickly for the foundation process to your makeup routine is a face primer, a foundation of your choice, a concealer, and a setting spray or setting powder, or both, right? So let's go through all 4 of them really quickly, why you need them in your life and your foundation routine. So the first product I wanna go over is the face primer, one of the most important aspects to your makeup routine. And the reason is a primer actually creates a nice base for your foundation to sit on. It creates a barrier between your skin and your foundation, so if you even have just a little bit of oil, it's not gonna run through to your foundation. Your primer is gonna stop it in its tracks. It also temporarily minimizes and shrinks your pores and wrinkles, so your foundation doesn't sit in them, you guys. Like, hello, genius. We all need that in our life. Also, a primer just helps your foundation stay all day long with no cakiness, no creasing, and no wear. Next thing we're gonna go over is your foundation. And oh my gosh, are there so many different kinds to choose from? Are you like, girl, I don't even know what to do with myself. I don't know what my skin, my skin needs for foundation or coverage. So let's go over the few options that I have available for you, depending on your skin type, right? So let's go over your skin type. Do you have oily skin? Do you have normal skin? Do you have dry skin? Do you have a combination skin? I'm guilty. I have combination skin, and that's just what I struggle with. But honestly, you guys, you can pick a few different options. Our number 1 selling foundation that I use all the time is our liquid foundation, okay? This bad boy goes on as a liquid and finishes as a powder. This doesn't go in your creases. It gives you a nice airbrushed look with medium coverage. This can go for any skin type, whether you have oily skin, combination skin, or dry skin, or normal skin, you can wear our liquid foundation. The second foundation you can possibly wear if you do not have oily skin is our BB Flawless. This is considered a complexion enhancer and actually enhances the features of your complexion and evens out your skin tone. It is kind of like a tinted moisturizer. So it's one of our lightest coverage foundations, but I wanna tell you guys, this thing is magical. It gives you so much moisture, so much hydration, and the coverage is great, I think. It's the perfect light coverage that you need throughout the winter to keep your skin hydrated and throughout the summer to keep you still allowing sun to get through, right? Because it's light coverage, but still making you feel flawless and like you have foundation on. This is by far my favorite go-to foundation. Our third option for foundation is, again, the same type as BB Flawless. It is not for oily skin, okay? This is our cream foundation. This one just happens to be the color Taffeta. And it comes in a cute little compact with a mirror and this little sponge and this little doodad to keep the sponge off of your product. And it's a wet cream. You can see it's dewy. This is medium coverage, just like our liquid foundation, but with a dewy after effect, whereas the liquid foundation is more of a powder finish. This, paired with my next product I want to talk about, is insanity, you guys. The next type of foundation is probably one of my number 1 sellers, is pressed powder, you guys. And I'm also going to go over the next one as well because they're kind of hand in hand. Pressed powder and loose powder. They look different, similar packaging, but they look different, they feel different, they go on differently, okay? So a loose powder is just like it's called, a loose powder. It's got this cute little cover, and here's the little mesh to get your powder out, okay? This is a medium to full coverage. They are buildable, so you can build from a medium coverage to a full coverage. I pair my BB Flawless with pressed powder. It's my go-to jam. This is how I get my flawless photoshopped face in all of my pictures and all of my videos. You guys, go get yourself some creamy, buttery pressed powder. Now for concealer, you guys, we only have 1 option for concealer, but I'm telling you, this small little bottle is literally gold in your makeup arsenal. This is the Touch Mineral Skin Perfecting Concealer that legit will cover acne, scarring, bruising. If you have any discolorations on your face, I use it to highlight under my under eyes to make my eyes pop and be brightened in my images. In person, I look photoshopped, you guys. This thing, this little tube will last you forever. It's crazy and it's amazing coverage. It's creamy, it's dewy. So always make sure to have a pressed powder with you to set this bad boy and help you not crease and stay all day long. And to finish it up, we have to set. So what are our two options for setting your face? So hello, it doesn't melt off all day. You are gonna have the option of Behold setting powder and Behold setting spray, you guys. I use these two together. It is crazy. I use this, actually you can use this as a primer as well. If you don't need a primer to shrink wrinkles or shrink pores, you can use setting spray as a primer as well. And you can use it as a finishing spray. So basically this is like hairspray for your face. How would your hair look if you curled it all pretty and then you left without hairspraying it? It wouldn't stay, would it? That's exactly what a face setting spray does when you're done putting on your makeup. It helps it stay all day long, like 12, 14, 16 hour wear, you guys. It is crazy. And it doesn't transfer in your pillows. Hello, genius. And setting powder, I use this to bake my concealer and make sure it doesn't crease and stays flawless, photoshopped all day. It is highly spun down, so it literally will make your face look airbrushed. So your next question is, Jo, how do I apply it, right? So I will do a detailed video instructional on how to apply your foundation, how to apply your concealer and setting powder, all the goodness to create the perfect, flawless, airbrushed, photoshopped look that you have always wanted to achieve. But the three products that you can apply these products with are a blending bud. You can get this from Amazon, you can get it from my website, and you can also get it from your local Walmart, Target, Walgreens, okay? You can go, I always suggest a really, really squishy one, and always make sure you get it damp, squeeze out any excess moisture, and then it will apply your foundation and your concealer flawlessly. If you do not get your blending bud wet, it will soak up all your products. So just make sure it's damp, okay, you guys? Or if you're not into blending buds, you don't know how to use them, you can use a liquid foundation brush. This can be used for liquid. This can be used for BB Flawless. This can be used for concealer and cream foundation, okay? This cannot be used for powders. Or you can go ahead and get the dual-ended powder concealer brush. This is my jam. This is my favorite brush to offer and I've ever used. It's dual-ended, so one end you can use for concealer, one end you can use for liquid foundation, cream foundation, BB Flawless, and powder. So this is a huge, versatile product that you need in your arsenal, or at least something similar, right? So there you guys have it. You can use a blending bud, a liquid foundation brush, or a powder concealer brush and apply any of these products that I talked about this morning, other than your wonderful little hands for your primer and your setting spray.